How far left Patrick is going to be. I imagine he's going to be about the 28th board right there.
Yeah.
Perfect start.
Good start. Good start.
All right, folks, we're going to watch this ball go right between the 5th and 6th arrow. Actually, closer to the 6th arrow. He's probably playing about 28, but look at the result. That's playing lanes correctly. Let's see if Randy can keep it going.
Had a great start in his first game. Flirting with the 300. 278. Not a bad first game for him. He stays hot. Gives us a chance to check in with a Baby Ruth Real Deal matchup, Brian.
Look at these stats. Almost identical. 10 and 4. All the averages, strikes, spare conversions. If that's the indication of what this match is going to be like, it's going to be real close, down to the 10th frame.
Was red hot in that first match. We talked about the 278, the highest game TOC history since Don Johnson back in 1970 through a 299 game. Can he stay hot? Lane level look at it. Comes in high.
Just a little soft with the speed, right through the nose. Pays the maximum penalty, 4.67. Not as far left as Patrick on that left lane. He's just going to try and get 9 out, throw it hard, maybe bounce him out. Not to be.
So the 6 stands for Randy-Pedersen, an open frame early, but as you know very well, open frames are better early on in the match than later when they
they are.
Absolutely kill you. So early a 12-pin lead for Healey Jr. Just 2 titles as we talked about earlier in the broadcast. Never won a major.
And folks, Patrick on this right lane was on there 5 times last game. 5 perfect shots. So we have to say that this is his favorite. And it still is.
Some help on the 4-pin, Brian. Late little trip for him. He'll take it gladly.
Good break. Good break.
Patrick with a great style. We're going to look at his balance, and you see that every time he lets go of the ball, a little bit high, but he didn't trip the 4. The 2-pin actually nicked it. That's the first 2 strikes, trying to increase his lead after 3 frames to 32.
Holly talked with both bowlers before this final. You see the finishes last year. Patrick did make this TOC. Patrick told us.
That's good. Yeah!
That one all the way. Perfect flush in the pocket. That last year the experience was unique because of the noise. The high ceiling here at this beautiful arena. It was a very intense atmosphere he wasn't expecting. And he said last night, hey, I learned from that. And I should be better off today in this arena setting.
Well, as each year goes by and each tournament goes by, you know, you get more experience. And that's just what it's all about. You can see that he's a different man these last few weeks. And Randy himself gets the little last-minute 4-pin. Yep, Randy's in front of the ball return. We're watching that hit about the 27th board. Still a little bit high. He's going to even have to move a little further left. But this a key shot. He's down 32. He can decrease that to 22 pins with a strike here. Don't want to give your opponent a huge advantage early.
4th frame, looks for the double. Could be down 22.
Oh!
8-pin. What a solid.
Beautiful shot for 9. Sigh of relief from Patrick Healey.
That is a really bad thing to happen.
Solid 8. You see those pins go right around it. It's the bowler's
Especially
worst
when you
enemy.
Open in the second,
He knows it's close. Still early. Make the spare. You're only down 32 pins.
Especially since that's the first one I've left all week.
Picks up the 8-pin. Successful there, however, he's down 32 pins in his championship match to Patrick Healey Jr. Who takes home the big prize and the exemption, we'll find out. Sun Arena, Randy or Patrick Healey Jr. Time now, Brian, for the Euro Tire Rock and Roll.
Well, in semi number 1, it was the 2nd frame that really got Randy loosened up. We're going to watch the head pin go to the wall and do what we love. Roll over there into the last minute, knock that 10-pin down. That'll get you loose, and it did get him loose as he threw 10 of 12 strikes that game.
This week's Euro Tire Rock and Roll from here at the TOC. Three-bagger to start. The Turkey 32-pin lead. Chance for 42-pin advantage.
And he hasn't missed on this lane since he started.
Trying to stay high. That's high. 6-10.
Well, his first bad shot on that lane leaves the 6-10. He said good break. That means he made a bad shot. Right through the heart. Fortunately, didn't leave a split. Leaves just the 6-10. With a spare here, we'll maintain a 30-pin lead. 71%.
Trying to keep the number up. Look out, he chopped at the 10-pin stands. It's an open frame, and what an opportunity for Randy-Pedersen now.
Now here is what happens when you don't throw a ball perfectly straight. You see a little bit of hook on there. That's why he chopped it off there. 6-10. Huge break for Randy-Pedersen.
Commercial break.
It's exactly what you want to see when you're sitting down. Stop striking and leave an open frame. We've got a match.
Heard Patrick talking about the commercial break. You got to keep focused when you go away for a while. Gets a break.
Better, idiot. God, dog it. Come on, man.
Special thanks to Walt and Jim, the Dexter Shoe Company and Bowling President and Vice President, who are here with their great staff. An unbelievable job keeping everything rolling so smoothly all week long. Our special thanks to them and to our hosts at the Mohegan Sun. That's high as well. Again through the nose for Randy.
On fire.
On fire, folks. Well, he's got the ball return to contend with. He's going to have to drift further left, right through the nose. 3-6-10. When a person says it's on fire, that means it's hooking a lot, and that means move left. There's a lot of management that goes on in this game, folks. You're not just managing how you play the lanes. You're managing emotions. You're managing your heart rate when you sit down for 2 or 3 minutes.
What to do?
21-pin lead. As we talked about, points are not available at this TOC, but 2 seasons of exemptions are. If you win the ABC Masters in Reno later in our season, 2 years. 3 years outside LA if you win the U.S. Open. And 5 years for the World Championship this year at Ypsilanti, Michigan on the Eastern Michigan University campus.
Corey, got to stay still, guys, okay? Like
These
little
are big
statues.
shots.
These are big shots. Hey, this one game is worth $70,000. 100 to first, 30 to second, and all that goes along with it. So a lot at stake here in the next 5 frames, and we've got a good match.
Good to see that Randy still got his sense of humor. Such an incredible moment. Down 21. Had to really hurry. And it was way light off the
You
hand.
got to kill it so it doesn't hook early, but if you throw it too hard, it won't tip.
Well, in layman's terms, folks, that means he's a little lost on that lane. Just a little bit lost. But nonetheless, he's only 24 down. Anything can happen. He needs to make this spare. And he makes it perfectly.
Randy telling us how close he's come this year. In the last 5 weeks or so on tour, there have been certain moments where he's really stood up strong and said to himself,